Hi, besties! We'll be able to see Lady Gaga in just a couple of hours at a new limited event. A new incredible code has been released. So watch this video from beginning to the end so you don't miss anything, because now I'll tell you everything you need to know to prepare for the update. Let's not waste any time and get started. We're finally getting the second part of the update, and it's dropping today in just 9 hours. But this isn't just any regular update. This is going to be a real live concert with Lady Gaga inside the game. It's something we've never seen before, and it's definitely going to be one of the biggest events in Dress to Impress history. And of course, there's also a special reward for attending. You'll get this super stylish hat just for being there during the event. Seriously, look at it, it's such a cool item. And the best part is you don't need to complete any crazy challenges. Just show up, enjoy the concert, and the hat is yours. The whole event will be hosted by Lana, and here's the catch, it's only happening once during the entire Lady Gaga collab. That means if you miss it, you won't get another chance to see it again. Sadly, not everyone will be able to meet Lady Gaga in a server because there's no way to fit over 2 million players who already signed up for the event into one place. But there is a way to boost your chances of interacting with her. You can submit a question in the official Discord, and if the moderators approve it, Lady Gaga will answer it live during the event. Keep in mind that each player is allowed to ask only one question, so think carefully before you send yours. For example, I asked about how the outfits were chosen and whether there was a costume Lady Gaga really wanted to see in the game but didn't make it in. What question would you ask her? Or maybe you already sent one in? The devs are also hosting a mini competition on Instagram and TikTok. All you need to do is create an outfit inspired by Lady Gaga and post it. The winner will get something absolutely insane, the chance to personally meet Lady Gaga. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so don't miss your chance. Go design those looks and show off your creativity. Some players were also worried that Meet Dress would be removed from the game. But don't worry, it's staying. Everything got fixed, and it will still be part of the experience. On the other hand, a few poses were unfortunately deleted from the Kawaii Pose pack, including Blossom, Dazzle Fluff, and Glow. Most likely, Roblox itself restricted these animations, so it seems they won't be coming back. But with all the new content and events, there are still plenty of fresh things to enjoy. Speaking of the devs, they've actually hinted at a possible collab with Wicked in the future. Nothing is confirmed yet, but imagine how cool it would be to see magical Wicked-inspired fashion inside Dress to Impress. I honestly think it would be one of the most creative crossovers in the game so far. And of course, the update from a few days ago also came with some brand new secrets. For example, if you were worried that Charlie's wings were removed, don't panic. They weren't deleted, they've just been moved to the rewards section inside the dressing rooms. So now you can still get them without any trouble, and they look just as amazing as before. In the left corner, you'll notice a timer counting down to the special round, the one that temporarily replaces the mermaid round. And now I'll explain what it is and how it works. This is the Garden of Eden round. The main twist here is that most of the items you'll need to create your outfit are hidden behind bushes. To unlock them, you have to spray the bushes with poison, which you'll find in a small vial in your inventory at the bottom of the screen. But the poison isn't unlimited, it runs out. To refill it, you need to head over to the well and fill it back up to 100%. The theme for this round is always Garden of Eden. It never changes, and it comes back every 2 hours. That means if you miss it once, you don't need to worry. You'll have plenty of chances to try again and collect the exclusive rewards that are tied to this round. It's a unique challenge compared to the normal modes, and it really adds some extra strategy to Dress to Impress. The biggest sensation of this update is Lady Gaga appearing in Style Showdown. Let's take a look. She is now the second host alongside Lana, which makes the mode feel completely different. And check out Lana's new outfit. The devs clearly paid attention to every little detail to match the collab theme. On top of that, Style Showdown now has a brand new challenge. I didn't manage to get it in time for recording, but here's how it works. Your movement speed is cut down to just 30%, so you walk around like a zombie. The map is also much darker than usual, making it harder to spot and grab items. To make it even more intense, every player has the same zombie face, and you can't change it with makeup. This challenge is meant to shake things up and push players to style under pressure. It happens randomly, so every time you enter Style Showdown, you have a chance to get it. Have you already tried this zombie challenge? A lot of players have also been wondering when Chapter 2 of the quest will come out, because it's been over a month and we still haven't seen it. The first part didn't really explain much from the trailer, and there was no interaction with the main villain, the Kraken. Everyone expected at least one scene with him, but it looks like the devs are saving it for later. Someone even asked, "It's good I hear people saying how short it was and saying that there's no boss fight, there's a part to next week so," but Zach replied, "Chapter 2 isn't next week. But there will be a boss fight in Chapter 2. Stay tuned." But the second chapter is still not out. There is speculation that it may appear in about 2 weeks, although no one has confirmed the exact date. But I sincerely hope that very soon we will see the sequel and finally find out what the second chapter is hiding. So now I will tell you the latest and most important news. At the end of the music quest, there's a scene where Captain Scarlet sneaks onto our yacht. She tells us that we've entered her part of the ocean, and now she wants to take our yacht and everything we own. So I think Chapter 2 will be all about her. We'll probably have to fight back and try to take our yacht back from Captain Scarlet. But maybe it won't just be her. In the update trailer, we also saw a giant sea monster. I'm pretty sure we'll have to fight it to save our yacht, maybe Lana, and maybe even our lives. I also think this sea monster might be linked to Agamemnon. He hasn't shown up much yet, but I bet we'll see more of him later in the quest. And what theories do you have about the second chapter? Be sure to share them in the comments. Now let's move on to the most interesting part, sneak peeks of the second part of the quest. One player also asked how we'll get Captain Scarlet's shoes. Zach said, Chapter 2. We decided to only give you a portion of the prize for Chapter 1 because we haven't really introduced Captain Scarlet just yet, so once Chapter 2 comes out and you get to know her, then we will give out more of her rewards, plus some other ones. So most likely we get her shoes next week. And finally, there's a photo going around online showing new quest characters Lana, Serena, and Lena. They're wearing new outfits and look super themed for the storyline. So there's a good chance they'll show up in the next part of the quest, and we'll get more story or tasks involving them too. Even though the second chapter isn't out yet, I highly recommend you play through the first part. And now I'll show you how to do it really quickly. As soon as we go to the teleport tab, we see a new quest that has just been released. By the way, for those who didn't know, this is only the first chapter and in the future we will get to more. So stay tuned for my next videos. And for now, we will move on to the passage of the first part. Here you need to choose how many players will play with you, or you can go it alone. I choose 2 players. And it teleports us to the quest itself. We ended up right on the yacht. We need to head to the deck. Wow, look at this huge black spot. I wonder what that could mean. Now we need to choose Investigate Music or Investigate Fog, which we just saw. We will choose the second option. We ended up on a deserted island right in the middle of this black fog. To be honest, it's pretty scary here, and there are even monsters walking around. By the way, you have to be careful, because you can fall right into a trap. To get out of it, you need to press space at the right moment. When you're in a trap, it will be much easier for the monster to eat you. To make it easier for you to navigate the area, you should definitely take a flashlight. Now you need to go to the center of the cave to proceed with the task. All players must stand in this designated area. That's all. Now we start completing the task. We need to find 6 pieces of paper that will help us solve the code to continue. But you need to remember that there are monsters walking around and you need to avoid falling into their clutches because they will eat you. And to complete it, you have only 3 lives. This is what these pieces of paper should look like. They are scattered all over the island, and you only have 10 minutes to find them, so hurry up. When a monster approaches you, your heart will beat faster and the screen will go dark. So keep an eye on it and be careful. I'm trapped again. I need to get out quickly so I don't get eaten by a monster. Oh my gosh, I got eaten after all and I have 2 lives left. You have to be very careful because this is a really difficult quest. I would be very scared to go through it alone. By the way, I found another piece of paper, but I really need a flashlight. I think I found the last piece of paper. We need to get to the cave as soon as possible to enter the solved code. Yes, I need to enter the code on these keys. But stop, my heart starts beating faster and the screen goes dark. It seems like a monster is nearby. I'm really scared. Oh my gosh, I've been eaten again. I only have 1 more try left. I really hope that this time I'll succeed. Stop, it seems the door is already unlocked. I'm running in. The hardest part is over. We need to get back on the ship, so we're going to the teleporter. The next parts aren't scary anymore, so I can go on my own. Head to the deck again, and this time choose investigated music. Now the task is not difficult at all. We need to dance on the shells and fill the scale on the left. Now we need to be careful. We need to make 10 smoothies for the visitors. We need to approach them and find out what they want and go to one of the bars to make a smoothie there. To make it, you first need to take a glass and choose the desired drink. To make it faster and more convenient, you can use a tray and carry several smoothies at a time. After completing this task, you will be taken back to the ship. And when you head to the deck, you will be asked again where to go next. Search for treasure or just keep sailing, and you need to choose the first option. And now we're taken to the last task for today. We need to complete this tricky obby. It's actually harder than it looks. And if we miss, we'll be taken to the last checkpoint. Now that you've reached the treasure chest, you need to choose. Which one should we take? The harp or the ocarina? Honestly, I don't know which choice is right, but I chose the second option. Now we need to get this treasure back to the yacht. That is, go through this obby again. There have been a lot of new updates recently, which means that new codes appear and old ones disappear. So I advise you to enter them all before it's too late. The first code is Pixiu, Enchanted Dizzy, Angle-Tanked, Ella, Iconic FATMA, Kichu, B Plays Dolly, Megan Plays Boots, Choopy is back, Dior Star, Samoanye, Amoy, Bilalisley, Lanitutu, Creek, It's Just Nicholas, Call Me Hallie, Lanabo, I Bella Slay, Ashley Bunny, Lana, Lehesh, Submissy, Takus, Laboots, Marmide. How do you like this update? And are you ready to see the second part today? And what do you think about the future event? Make sure to leave your answers in the comments. I would love to read your thoughts about this update. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep posting videos regularly. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye, besties!